Drop it on them random.
We come to you live on EA Sports, and tonight it's a Windy City special. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, we're talking about the best of the best. These guys in the court represent less than 0.001% of the world. I can't wait to see this star-studded affair.
Jay, you know the feeling as the 10 players take the court and we get ready for the opening tip. Let's do it. To Adetokunbo.
Get down. Half court, hands off.
Right.
Paul George fires. James clears the rebound. To Irving. 4-3. You know Kyrie. Zero hesitation. Buries it for three.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Kemba Walker. Harden's on him. To Adetokunbo. Baseline drive. It goes down. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
To Irving.
Watch that cutter.
Kawhi Leonard. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into a shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
And hits off a killer step back.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kyrie with the rock. To James.
Screen coming left. Screen coming.
Nothing going here on that drive. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
To Adetokunbo. Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Kyrie across the timeline. They trail by one. To James. Here comes the screen. James matched up with Paul George. Just off the mark. Curry into the front court. Leads one. To Paul George. Screen coming. George matched up with Harden. To Embiid. Kawhi Leonard with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
It's in the hands of James Harden. To James. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. James Embiid with the board. Curry with the basketball. His team up by 1. To Kemba Walker. Screen coming. Walker. To Curry. Walker. George. His first effort off the mark. LeBron with it up top. Down by 1.
Let's go. Get that board.
Not that time. Steph Curry, defended by Kevin Durant. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. And takes it away. Curry into the front court. Leads just a point. To Adetokunbo. Joel Embiid missed his first. That one goes.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Screen coming. James to Durant. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Harden. Message received. Well defended. Here's Curry with it up top.
Me and you.
Up by 3. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. Harden to James.
Let it go.
Fine to shoot. Harden to Leonard. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away to Walker. Antetokounmpo. Steph Curry against Harden.
Oh, I've been waiting for this matchup.
Going to launch beyond the arc. And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. In just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Giannis with it up top.
Here we
Up
go.
by 6.
I got him.
To Embiid. Walker.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
To Middleton. Anthony
Block that,
Davis
man.
with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Joel Embiid. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Rebound.
It was right there. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Ferocious slam inside.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Into the front court, it's Walker. They'll run the offense. Steph Curry sizing up the all-star Lillard. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Screen coming.
Screen coming.
Baseline drive. James. Shot clock winding down. James. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And breaks it up. Durant across the timeline. Down 4. Not that time. It's Curry controlling the offense. To Kemba Walker. Curry. Made his first effort, but not that time. Lillard for 2. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Oh, we shot one.
They'll let one fly from half court. That's all for this entertaining first quarter of the NBA All-Star Game. Jay and I return after this. You're watching a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. 1 quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
To Thompson. Has a look. Shot by Thompson misses. Middleton to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's 2 for 2 now.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Into the front court comes Simmons. Trailing by 4. To Thompson. To Middleton. Down low for Griffin. Not that time. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Middleton to Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 3 for 3 in this first half.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
And that one is out. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Klay Thompson against Paul George. To Leonard. Simmons to Leonard. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Kyrie with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Paul George to Westbrook. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Oh, Nikola Jokic. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 2.
Right.
Simmons to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Irving to Thompson. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Westbrook across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. George against Klay Thompson. Griffin to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the 24. Irving the rebound.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Middleton to Westbrook. George. No good. That's great defense. To Thompson. From long range to the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Middleton. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the mark. Irving into the front court. Leads 3. Davis to Thompson. Nice pass to get things going.
attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Curry to George. Harden with the basketball. Up 5. To Irving.
Uh-oh, it's too easy. Screen coming,
And stuffs it home.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Antetokounmpo to Paul George. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Leonard. Here's a chance from long range, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
This is a game of waves. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Antetokounmpo. Has a look. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. To Irving. To James.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Hey, back door, watch that back door.
Harden. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Watch out.
Curry to bring it up.
I got ball.
Trailing by 10.
I'm here.
George. Harden's on him.
Watch Carter.
To Curry. Fires the 3. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Harden to Durant. Baseline drive. Taken down by Giannis. Curry into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Here comes the screen. To George. Giannis shoots. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Irving with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. James to Harden. Knocks it down from mid-range. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Antetokounmpo to Paul George. Trying to cash in. The shot by George won't go down. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys should be able to get the final shot.
Block up. Here you go.
D up, baby.
It's George for 2. Wide open look won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We have reached halftime in what has been a compelling matchup so far. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. Irving brings the ball up court.
I got him.
To Durant. Screen coming. Joel Embiid pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Left.
James to Leonard. Has a chance. Leonard's shot won't go down.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
Oh, errant pass as it's taken away.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Cutter.
Harden
Good attack.
to Leonard. Goes to the left side to Irving.
Got a box.
And the rebound taken in by George. Curry
Hands up,
with the
hands up,
basketball.
hands up.
The margin standing now at 7. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up and created so much space? I can't with the defender.
Durant to Irving. 5 seconds to shoot.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Leonard. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with the three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Kemba Walker, defended by Kevin Durant. To Curry. The jumper's off the mark. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Joel Embiid has got 2 shots coming for his career 77% at the line. And hits the first free throw.
Good shot. Yes, sir. Way to shoot it, boy.
And he makes them both. Durant across the timeline. Up by 6. To Irving. James. Good look that time, but off the mark. Curry into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Embiid. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
James to Harden. Durant to Leonard. Fires the 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Walker into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
And here's a next-level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Kawhi Leonard against Paul George. To James. Harden to James. Lets it fly from long range. You know Kyrie, 0 hesitation. Buries it for 3.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Harden in possession. Up by 3. Irving to Harden. Here comes the screen.
Watch me on your right.
ISO.
Irving to Harden.
Me and you.
For 3. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Antetokounmpo to George. Kevin Durant swats in.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
James Harden. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Kemba Walker against KD. To Embiid. Can't connect.
Bad shot, my fault. All the bricks you put in the crib.
Harden in
Pick up,
possession.
pick up.
Leads 5.
We'll live.
Shot from in close, no good.
Ball.
Walker
Offense
calls
on
out
the
of
window.
bounds. Last touch
Talk
by
to that.
Kemba Walker. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Harden has it up the floor. To Davis. Durant to Irving. Harden. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Hey, kick me the ball.
Walker to Westbrook. To Kemba Walker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Kemba Walker, muscle memory put to good use there.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Here comes the screen. Harden to Davis. Down to 5 on the 24. Ah, that's a 24-second violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
23, Blake Griffin.
Steph Curry matched up with Lillard. Steph Curry. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Lillard to James. Lillard defended by Steph Curry. Layup goes down. Well done.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the second season in a row. Stop it.
Westbrook to Griffin. Shot clock winding down. Has a look. Griffin's shot won't go. Lillard here against Steph. To James. And he finishes at the rim.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7, because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Middleton. That's good D. Shot no good. The follow won't go either. Fourth quarter getting underway as it's Team LeBron with the ball first. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
Here we go. Here we go.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ball game.
Adetokunbo to Westbrook. To Adetokunbo. Trying to cash in.
I got it.
Shot misses there for Adetokunbo.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Right.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. James shot no good.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Thompson.
Watch that cutter.
Simmons. To James. Anthony Davis lets it fly. Anthony Davis. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for it.
Back door.
Middleton. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Simmons to James. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Across the timeline, it's Walker. The deficit is 6. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Westbrook to Adetokunbo. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Stop the ball.
Harden matched up with the 2-time MVP. To James.
Pick it up.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. To Paul George. 4-3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. To Harden. Kawhi Leonard. Tough matchup against George. Harden. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
That's me. I got ball.
He buries it off the step back.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Harden into the front court. Leads a bucket to James. Nothing going here on that drive. Chance here for LeBron. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession. Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Time for some new personnel into the game. Curry. From the painted area, won't go down. Durant to Leonard. Gets a shot up off the mark. Giannis in control of the basketball. His group now down 2.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Curry to Adetokunbo. other way. 5 seconds. New blood coming in for both sides. Harden to Irving.
Right.
To Durant. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Curry. Can't connect. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Now it's Harden controlling the offense. To Davis. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Walker with the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Steph Curry against Harden. To George. Walker with the interception. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Steph Curry. Harden's on him. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Here we go.
Harden with it up top. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the screen. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Here's Curry with it up top. He'll run the offense. Has a look. Shot by Curry, no good. James Harden at the control. To Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. That's out. Last touch by Kyrie Irving.
Get it back, man. Get it back.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Curry to bring it up. His guys down 3.
Come on, please. Give me the ball. Give me the
Walker
ball.
to Curry. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To James. Harden to Durant. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Antetokounmpo to Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
Here's a whistle and an intentional foul. 2 free throws coming up with 25 seconds remaining.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
First free throw is good.
Good shot, baby.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll get a minute to regroup and talk things over. Curry to Embiid. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. The free throw's good. It's a three-point play, and the lead sliced to 2.
Double, 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 double.
Now the intentional foul as they get it with a little under 20 seconds left to play.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Just like practice.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. We get a whistle and a timeout as they will get together and talk things over. Steph Curry, Harden's on him. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First one goes down.
Oh, yeah.
Two for 2 on that trip.
There it is.
Long key from three-quarters court.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The West won this game after a close finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores for the West. The East All-Stars lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. The East got their score from the guys you're seeing here on screen.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
The All-Star Game MVP.
LeBron James is your All-Star Game MVP. So much of this game is about the fans, so it's great that he put on such a memorable show for them.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
Drop it on the random.